to African Union Television. It's Monday morning. The Lord has made a very good job for us. We're back. Serve God and country. My name is Kwesi Amankwa Agyekum. We on African Union Television, Facebook, YouTube, autvonline.com, aubusiness.com. Before we go, let me have this for you. Learn from yesterday. Live for today. Hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Food for thought for you. I have in the studio, AUTV studio, this very morning, my regular guest, Honorable Inu Sabao, the Bono East Regional Chairman for the PNC, and Abubakar Gafa, who's also engineer, a regional communication team member. Gentlemen, you're welcome to AUTV. Very well.
Those who have purpose, don't mention the title. Some of them.
So he's an engineer by profession?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He's an engineer.
Very well. You didn't tell me that.
Oh, that's no problem. I'll pardon you for
no, but sometimes, you know, so we have some people, they don't joke with their title.
Don't worry.
Me, I don't have any title.
It's not easy to attain professional title.
I'm telling you. You know, I was watching Jinapo.
Yeah.
GTEC,
yes.
When he was talking about doctorate,
yes.
And then, you know, we assigned acclaimed doctrine degrees and whatever, and I said, no, it's true. Sometimes you don't have to be self-acclaimed, having titles of our own. But if you deserve it, it is proper and normal. So, Engineer Gafa, I'm sorry for not adding a title to your name. Very well. Anyway, this is African Union Television, you know, streaming live on our social media handles, Facebook, YouTube, autvonline.com, aubusiness.com. Now, let me start with you. Honorable Yunus Abba, on Saturday, we were there at Arano to check on the project going on there, the construction of the bridge. And we saw that things were ongoing. The contractor was on site and doing his work as we all want it to be done. So what do you say about that?
Good morning to you. Yeah, it's true. After you left, I think a lot has been done. The contractor, I think around 11 times, they were able to cast the concrete for the foundation. Is it the basement? I don't know. Engineer Gafar will be able to.
Maybe.
Yes, he will be able to do the test. Yeah, I did building construction at the secondary school, so that one is very light one. So that's the basement or the foundation.
Yes.
To pour it, and today they are going to continue. The rain has also brought another difficulties, but I'm very sure.
And how was the situation this morning?
Well, it's okay. It's okay. It's normal. It's normal. Except that we those person are finding challenges. Now the contractor, I'm very sure.
Okay.
They will start their work. Then those working on the culverts to gutters, they are also on site.
Okay.
You know, there are some working around my house. So they came very early, and so they are there working. Those working on the bridge too, they haven't started, but I know they will start soon. And so I think work is ongoing. And, as I see, the contractor need to be commended. Doing a very fantastic job. The engineer to Siabua doing a very fantastic job.
Okay.
So we need to commend them. And,
to speed up
so that people in our room have a relief.
Very well. Thank you very much. Afa, yes, you being a professional, you know much about the construction of all these projects. Yes.
Thank you so much.
But have you visited the place? Have you gone there to see what is going, the project, how the project is going?
No, it's rather unfortunate. I've not been on site.
The whole engineer.
And let me clarify this.
Do the clarification.
When it comes to the engineering profession, we have various types
Okay.
of engineer. I'm an environmental and safety engineer. So I'm not into construction.
Okay.
I'm mainly into mining, environmental protection, and then the rest. So let me clarify that.
Very well. Very well.
But looking at what is happening in Techimai North, I think we must applaud the district chief executive and then the minister for trade,
Yes.
which is the Techimai North,
Honorable
Elizabeth Shada.
Yes. Okay.
She's doing marvelous.
Okay.
I think she deserves that. And then looking at how the road is being constructed, after this program, I will try and go there to verify things myself. At times, you don't have to say what you are hearing. You have to say what you see. Or else you end up contradicting yourself. So I will end it here. And then when I get there, then next time I will be able to speak vividly what is really happening on ground.
So see something, say something.
That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ngafa. Thank you very much. You're still watching this live on African Union Television, Facebook, YouTube. Be with us. This is the Super Morning TV show, Monday to Friday. Now, let me start with Gafa, because we talked about the environmental aspect, which you know better. Yes. Now, valuing Ghana's natural resources, which was discussed yesterday, is the government's natural capital accounting plan a genuine, tool to fight galamsey? Let me start from that place.
Thank you so much, and let me say a very good morning to your listeners and then your viewers, and also to my regional executives led by Chairman UNESCO, and then regional minister. He's doing very well.
Okay.
He's one of the few ministers that are easily to assess. And then my regional communication officer, the airborne ranger. So coming to your topic, the environmental what?
Valuing Ghana's natural resources.
Valuing Ghana's natural resources.
Yes.
They're going to launch it.
Yes.
I saw that you said
Yes. It's going to be launched. Which I'm saying that
it has not been launched.
Yes. It's yet to be launched.
Yes. Thank you so
And
much.
how best is it going to help the country?
In terms of galamsey, ending galamsey. Very well. The Minister for Science, Environment and the Minister for Science, Environment and Technology. He is the acting minister. Okay. He doubles as the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. And then he made this mention of this plan at, is it the UN?
Yes.
Yes. So, looking at how Ghana, our natural resources have been accounted for, we are not in a good position. And when we talk of galamsey has come to stay, whether we like it or not. It has become part of us. And then we are living in a country that God has blessed us with a lot of natural resources.
Yes.
And then our natural resources, day in, day out, we are mining it. And those that are mining it, when you enter into it deeply, you realize that mostly we have about 70% of our large-scale mining being owned by foreigners. So when you come
Talking about the AngloGold,
about the AngloGold, Newmont, AngloGold, we have AngloGold Ashanti, Diapim mine when you go to Tapa, and then we have the main AngloGold Ashanti at Obuasi. We have Goldfields, We have go face, we have go face Takwa, go face Daman.
Okay.
So we want Bugosu Gold Limited. We have a lot of mining companies, and when you enter, they are mostly owned by foreigners. And then the local content. When you go to Takwa, for instance, I can tell you for a fact that when you enter Goldfields mine, those that are working over there, the indigents of Takwa are not even up to 30%. So every day there are a lot of demonstrations going on. So these are people living in the area that have gold, and you are saying that they don't have the qualifications, so you are not employing them. But we have what we call learning on the job. You can employ them, give them the necessary techniques, necessary training. At the end of the day, they will qualify to be working with you. But here is the case that when they come, because of their bad intentions, they don't employ local people. They don't employ people living in that area. They move elsewhere and bring workers. So this plan will touch areas that will help to reduce the impact of galamsey, especially in our local areas or our areas that we have most of our natural resources. Like
Dafa, is there not going to be another talk shop?
No. Currently, the government is putting in of measures to ensure that we mine responsibly. Even those that will not get job in large scale mining, they will be put together and then give a concession to work as responsible miners. They will be supervised by a lot of mining engineers, mineral engineers, environmental and safety engineers to mitigate or reduce the impact of good year less mine. So they excavate a lot. They destroy a lot of natural resources. And the level of destruction they cause to the environment, biodiversity, is a lot. So these people mine with heavy chemicals, destructive chemicals that destroys the environment. When you go to Tapa, Pristia, Bugoso, and Lumpao, I can tell you for a fact that a lot of them are having
not even living the
existing
reading.
Yes. So a lot of them are having a lot of kidney problems, internal organs problems because of these mining activities. They are destroying the environment. They are emitting a lot of chemicals into the environment. They don't know the impact. Even the gold, after they have gotten the gold, how they even able to leach it is another problem. So these people will be put together, get the enough or required education so that when they are mining, they will mine in such a way that the environmental degradation will be reduced. That will help the country to also protect its environment and then its citizenry. Or else we will end up importing another people into Ghana. Because the environment, when the environment is destroyed, those of us living there will also be affected. So this one will not be political talk show. Okay. We are launching it for 2034. 2034. So imagine from 2026 to 2034. It's a lot. So before we get to 2034, then the country will have a lot of achievement in our mineral or natural resources sector. Talking of reduction of environmental impacts, environmental degradation.
But therefore we said that we don't implement.
Now,
the policies for Ghana, we can come out with very beautiful, fantastic, but later it becomes cosmetic.
Very true. Very true. So we have linked everything to politics. And the professionals are not being involved. Here is the case that NBC comes, and then those that can do the work will not be given the chance to work. NPP comes, and then I work with NDC, position.
Yes.
But if you are not faithful, how would you be given that work?
If you don't have
If you don't have the technical know-how, how would you be given the work? So we have to help the president in ensuring that we do what is right. Let's give areas that people have expertise. Let's give it to them to ensure that we are doing the rightful work. Here, now, this national plan for natural capital accounting will help to mitigate the environmental impact, especially areas that have a lot of degradation, environmental degradation, land destruction, biodiversity destruction, what do we call it, deforestation. We will ensure that we will reduce it to a minimum level, so that at least the country will have a lot to achieve in our mining sector or in our natural resources sector.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gafap. Now, Honorable, let me come to you. It's the same question that which I have to also ask you. For this valuing Ghana's natural resources, can this plan end Galamsey, or is another policy talk shop? Because talk plenty policies, but it becomes cosmetic at the end.
So
how is it going to help?
Sure. So before I go to the topic, I want to believe that Yagafaro doesn't mean it has come to stay.
No.
I think you are saying money has come to stay.
Let me clarify that.
No, you said Galamsey has come to stay.
I said Galamsey has come to stay.
But mining has come to stay.
Mining has come to stay.
If
I say Galamsey has come to stay, responsible mining.
So when you say mining has come to stay, it has made, that is the best we because responsible mining is part of a legal.
So if you say Galamsey has come to stay, meaning that illegal mining, we should support illegal mining.
The government came because of the promise to fight Galamsey.
Exactly so.
So you see, my brother.
Thank you.
Let's be honest to ourselves. I don't know what the government is going to launch. We don't know. Are we evaluating? Are we going to launch the evaluation of natural resources or the extent of damage Galamsey has caused? Or what? You see, I'm not sure Forestry Commission will tell Ghanaians that they don't know they cannot account for the resources that this country holds. I'm not sure. Lands Commission, I'm not sure they can tell that we don't have any data to tell us what resources we have in this country. The data is there. And so launching it, I have seen it as a waste of time, a waste of resources, a waste of the public purse. Why? The government have a lot to do. It was being voted into government to come and do a lot. Why should we spend much time, wasteful time, launching a program that has no value, that cannot add any value to our governance? I don't see all this. You see, these are mere things that we just go to do any talk show. We have an account of our natural resources. And so what I wish the government do is to maybe launch a plan to show how we are going to manage our natural resources. And so when you launch to show how you are going to the management of these resources, I think that would have been better. And that one too, I don't see the need to go and launch anything. Why? You have the natural resources. At all, you have the natural resources. You want to put a plan on how to manage it. Now, do we need to launch it again? We have all the agencies and departments responsible for these natural resources. So it's just a matter of giving them a working plan. So they know how to govern and manage our natural resources. Going to make a fanfare launch of it is just a time wasting. Waste of resources. Money will be spent there. You understand? Whether the president or the minister is the one who.
I always love the term that you use. No fulfill.
You understand?
No scart.
Exactly. So I do not subscribe to what the government want to do, and so I think whatever be the case, whether it is about the management of the resources that they want to put into plan, is good, and they should put it into plan and give it out to those who are managing our resources to see how best they can manage the resources, so people do not take advantage and get to a place and get to the forestry or where the resources are to deplete them. So that plan is okay, but I'm going to launch a plan to evaluate. I don't know. When we talk about evaluation, it means that we are going to account the quantity or the amount of resources that we have. And as I said, the ministry, the department and agencies responsible for our natural resources, they know the quantity of resources that we have. If you go to Moli National Park, I have a video on one of my phone. It's not here. I saw a colleague at Moli National Park. When people went there for a visit, he was telling them the number of species that we have there at the Moli National Park.
Yes.
And then, so when you have Moli National Park alone, knowing the quantity or the amount of resources that they have at the park, very well you know that Forestry Commission have the number of resources that we have in this country. So is the next Ministry for Lands and Natural Resources. So I don't see anything new that the government want to do. You see, this kind of launching, it doesn't make it takes our time. No, we must value time. Time is very precious. You understand? So if government want to do, or government want to do something for this country, first of all, he must value the time. He has only 4 years, and that 4 years is in to do business. And everybody know that the government is doing serious business. So if you are doing serious business, continue and maintain to do serious business, and not bring any flimsy things that will come and damage your time.
Flashy programs.
Yeah, you understand? That kind of launching, I don't see. You see, it is this same launching that made us to lose eight men, gallant men in this country. If the government were to put it into an action, I think this kind of, losing a lot of people, brilliant people, will not happen. But you see, integrity. So we should learn how to do things.
Yeah.
We should know that time management is the best thing that.
No, let me ask you, Honorable. So, which political party has the credibility to, implement this plan when Galamsey has thrived under both NPP and this? The PNC.
Looking at the way I am explaining things, you can see that we have the idea to govern this nation and govern it well. I am not saying the government of the day is not doing things right, but the launching that I'm saying that launching, I don't see any need of it. It's a waste of resources, a waste of time. And so if the government is listening, they should forget about this launching. It doesn't make any impact. Doesn't make any impact. That's why the last time, the last government, the last administration, they called the president Mr. Watt. He was always going to lunch and to cut short, always putting pickers on the shoulder, and nothing came out of that. So they should, the government should be.
With this one, I believe Gafaru will agree.
Well, you should agree. The thing is that time management is the best. The government should.
And we should stop launching.
That launching doesn't make this. You see, I want to see commission.
Any results?
I want to see commission. You see,
okay.
What is the name? Awanu Route, for instance. Nobody come to launch in it. Nobody come to.
It was commissioned, right?
Well,
I don't know what.
Nobody. It was the MP who came direct time to tell the people that time they bought Adom Construction Limited.
All right.
He was having tipper trucks, and I think those tipper trucks were to go to the northern sector to do some work. So they came and parade the tipper trucks there. The MP came there in the night and informed the people. You see tipper trucks. We are coming to do this work for you.
Yes.
And when they break, we didn't see anyone tipper truck. They all left. But you see, they are doing the work. So it was a good task.
The tipper trucks flew.
Yeah, they left. They left. I'm told they are at upper west area.
All right.
But you see, they are doing the work. So nobody come to cut short. But the work is being done.
Yes, it's ongoing.
So when they finish the work, whether the government, whether the MP who doubles as the minister will come and commission the road, the action has been taken. So everybody will see that, oh, you see, even though, that road, my way was there. I wasn't there that time. But when I came, I wasn't working here.
Yes.
And so when I came, they told me that Babuia was in my community and promised the people that he was going to work on our road. That thing never saw anything. And so today, nobody has come at any sort. Nobody has come to make it. When we are going to do this launching, by all means, we one way or the other step on somebody's toes. That going there, somebody is reading, you disturb the person, somebody is doing something very important, you come and disturb the person. People want to cross the road, you are also blocking them. So that kind of launching is a waste of time, it's a waste of the country's resources. They should stop that.
Honorable Minister says we should stop launching and commissioning
If we don't launch, how would we commission? We have to launch for people to.
No, but he's talking about we need action, not launch.
There is no that whatever be the case.
Let me right. I've been saying this here, and even way back. We commissioned or did we launch President Kufuor?
Because the debt that will be accumulated by the previous government will have to be serviced by the current government. So if there is project and you abandon it, then you are a bad government. Supposedly there is a bungalow at the Chimay North that that was started by presidents. And now imagine the resources, the money that was put in that project have gone wasted.
Did I say that these are all financial losses?
Yes, financial loss in the state. So our politics will have to be redefined to ensure that projects that are being initiated by previous government will see to it that it's complete.
But the project should be executed. So that this is
we are not seeing certain things should not be, not everything should be launched. You have to launch. But there are certain things. You see, when we launch manifestos, when political parties launch their manifestos, no slogans. Political party manifesto is a very short period. And so when we bring out the manifesto without launching it, for people to know what is in that manifesto, not everybody will go and take the book and read. And so when you are going about your campaign too, not everything that you can say in that manifesto. And so when you are launching the manifesto, it's a spot that you highlight everything in that document to Ghanaians to buy your ideology. And so that is a different thing. Government is a process. And so since government is a process, if you have a workable plan, it's just a matter of giving it to the institutions that will follow the guidelines and work. And so as we are working, people will begin to see the manifestation in what we are doing. But if you keep on, in fact, I am not saying they shouldn't launch certain things. Like this Feed Ghana that they launch. I don't have any problem with that. But this, what is the name? Natural resources workable plan, launching it. I don't see any importance of it. You understand? And I'm not sure every Ghanaian will agree that what they're going to do is important. You see, if you have a plan, put the plan into action.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If they are saying that they want to launch a program to show how they're going to manage the resources of this country, that one it will be spelled out to the public that you see we have this ABC resources here, and so henceforth, apart from anybody who acquires it legally, or apart from the government trying to do something with this, we don't want anybody to go this far. We don't want anybody to go. That's what is okay. It means that you are telling the people how you're going to manage the resources. But if it is not about, managing the resources, but it's about how to account for it, what are you telling me to tell us for? Because the institutions have the records of all the resources that we have in this country. So what is the need for this land? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of resources.
Fantastic. Abubakar. Just a brief one, quick one. Then we'll move on to our next.
And so we will ensure this launching of a national plan for natural capital accounting will help the country to monetize its natural resources, to mitigate environmental degradation and environmental destruction.
It's been
health impacts, so that our country will have value for our natural resources, especially in our mining areas, and then ensure local content, that those living in our mining areas get what it tunes them. I think the government will ensure that the NDC, this time, the current NDC, is different from the previous NDC.
What has changed?
We have a president that has a lot of experience, and this time around, he cannot afford to fail Ghanaians, and he will not fail Ghanaians. He will ensure that
NDC is the party that is so credible,
very extremely credible, very credible. Currently, that's why Ghanaians see to it that it is only NDC that can ensure that our resources are well managed. So let's give them our vote of 56 and above %, highest in the history of our political.
I don't believe honorable is about.
So we will urge Ghanaians to bear with us that this time around they will have value for money, and then why they voted for NDC will surely be realized.
Very well, you're still watching us.
I have agreed with him because I was part of people who voted for them. And so we are expecting so much from them. So I agree with him that...
what did you say?
I said I have agreed with what he has said. That the percentage they got, I am part of. Because we were disqualified. And when we were disqualified, we joined hands with them. We campaigned for them, not only voting for them, but we campaigned for them.
But it wasn't a measure.
No, at all. It wasn't a measure. It was just a support. It was just a support that we think that they have
run their affairs.
They have the muscles to do the work. And so we rallied behind them. We supported them. We campaigned for them. And they had that percentage. And so that percentage, what the percentage means that Ghanaians have a lot of confidence in them in the first place. And we are demanding so much, we are expecting so much from them. And so they should get to the ground and make sure that we do what Ghanaians are looking for. So I agree with him. But except that the responsibility lies on them to prove us right.
Sure. You're still watching us on African Union Television, Facebook, YouTube. Join us, join the conversation autvonline.com, aubusiness.com. Join us. I have Honorable Inusa here and Honorable Abubakar Gafaru also here. Now let us look at our next topic, which talks about local vaccine and pharmaceutical production, industrialization or political branding. Now, Gafaru, is Ghana's vaccine and pharmaceutical manufacturing push a serious regulatory strength, to sustain local vaccine production? Or are we just setting ourselves up to failure?
Thank you so much. Local vaccine and pharmaceutical production. This was launched on 12th of December.
Yes.
Very good. The 10-year National Vaccine Manufacturing Roadmap. So this one, our local content, we should ensure that our pharmaceutical industry are being supported in a way that we can produce most of our vaccines locally. This is a 10-year National Vaccine Manufacturing Roadmap, and then it's aligned with African Union's vision for Africa continent production of 60% of vaccines by 2040. So if Ghana is able to begin manufacturing vaccines, currently we are only manufacturing 0.1% of our vaccines locally.
Yes.
So when you look at what has happened before during coronavirus period, we have to sit and then ensure that vaccines are being imported into our country. In importing vaccines into our country, we have a lot of mindset against our brothers, the whites. And there were a lot of conspiracies around that these vaccines are just coming to reduce our population. But that was not true. So if our vaccines are manufactured locally,
somewhere, and you were discussing about this, and as you rightly said, save that when
to reduce Africa at the end of the day.
I don't want you to go there.
But that's not true.
Okay.
So content, and then increase that have been trained since locally, manufacturing vaccines locally. It will give them employment, which will also reduce the burden of the government for employing them. They said most of our people that we don't trust the white people. But if we are producing it locally, that will help our people to what? Have trust in them. And also, it will be very, very accessible. We will not wait for coronavirus to consume our people before we go for vaccine. Because we are producing it locally. When there is emergency, we'll just go for it. We just ensure that our vaccines meet international standards. And it is able to manufacture our vaccines and medicines. I think it will not help the country. In fact, this will not help the country. So let's help ourselves to be able to manufacture our vaccines. And then the 10-year project that have been put on, local manufacturing industry should also ensure that they meet international standards in producing
it's very
medicines.
Important. It's very important.
Yes.
It should meet that standard.
Yes, in producing medicines and
yes, local versus pharmaceutical something.
I think we need to commend the government. This is some of the things that I want the government is doing. You see, and to start with, I'm not sure this is so much burden for the government. As the saying goes, you always caught on. The government, in his last administration, supported this pharmaceutical industry so much. In terms of he has boosted
private pharmaceutical.
Yes, he has injected a lot of capital into House of Tobinco and
all the
MS chemists. He has injected a lot of resources.
Wow.
So it is a good idea that we try to safeguard our industries and then encourage people to expand their businesses or their industry so we can employ so much. And again, encourage others to also set up industries. And so what the government is doing is a plus. And you see, ASEAN doesn't get it. When you go to, I have not been to even Togo, but I'm told when you go to the Western world, there's no malaria there. But they are the one who will bring us malaria drugs. So if the person doesn't even have malaria, how does he get, the apps to work a drug to bring to us to combat malaria? And so we are here, we have malaria, we have everything. Look, all the plants that they used to make these medicines are here. If you go to the social media, you see our brothers there telling us the plant that when you go to take this plant and what plant, you add them together, you'll be able to cure certain diseases. These are people that if government should be able to bring them together, train them, they'll be able to do something marvelous for the country. And so, you remember COVID-19. When COVID-19 came, a lot of people came out with certain medicines, and it was approved. Those medicines were approved. And so, if they were approved, and government want to support them, I think they can do so much.
But don't you forget that some people will say that when you go to the BPOs and take home,
those ones are the
interesting.
Those ones are the side way of reducing our stress. But I know there are competent people, or there are people who has the technical know-how, but doesn't have the resources to put up things. And so, if government want to turn his attention to boosting the industry, the Ghana industry, I think that will be much better. So those who have the technical know-how.
Yes, but government should also support the herbal.
Exactly. This is what the government intends to do.
Because we have a campaign.
Yes. This plan is what government intends to do.
And now they even the universities.
Exactly. They have Ghana for planting
resources.
You see, we have a lot.
So what is our problem now?
So
but that it has been long overdue.
Yeah. Government this time is turning attention. That's why I told you, JDM in his first administration started this. Unfortunately, he was voted out. So he could have continued with the plan. Now that he has come, I think he is going to do so much in that sector. We need to when we are able to support people to, open up industries, you see, it will solve unemployment situation. The economy will stand well because all the GDP, all the money that will be raising will not go anywhere, but will remain in the country. You understand? So government will have a free will to operate because there is money. You understand? We will not be going to IMF or international. All the things can go to the people and borrow and then work. You understand? So there's so much that we'll get. Taking our money to convert to dollars and euros and what and import gas. It will be. These are some of the things that I want. Because you see, when we industrialize this country, that is the only surest way that our economy can stand. Exactly. And so when we are doing that, you see, and it is also going to be something that will support the national security. Because when we have so much unemployed youth in the country, the youth will get work, and the country will be safe.
That's okay. We're still live on African Union Television.gh, Facebook, YouTube. Join us. AUTVonline.com.
Let me add a little to my brothers. You see, President John Dramani Mohammed's first day, he supported a lot of pharmaceutical industries locally. And for instance, Ernest Chemist,
Ernest
was received $10 million. Entrance Pharmaceuticals Research Center also had
Tobinco, right?
Yes, Tobinco.
Okay.
Also had $6 million. Danes Pharmaceutical also had $3 million. Nana Dams, Kama, Kena Pharma.
Yeah.
And then he was able to exempt some of the medicines or some of the ingredients and selected inputs that are used in manufacturing some of these medicines, and then exempt them VAT. So when they import these ingredients, they don't pay VAT, or some of the tax were removed from them to ensure that locally manufactured medicines become very cheap for people to be able to purchase them. So as you rightly said, you already caught up them. Because of very cry in Nigeria, you know, definitely will boost local pharmaceutical industries to ensure that our local pharmaceutical industries are able to produce most of our medicines and then vaccines locally.
Very well. I think it will be a very good thing.
Definitely.
For the country. Honorable, as we're checking out, let us look at the endorsement of President John 2027 ECOWAS as is being unanimously given the mandate to lead ECOWAS. Briefly.
ECOWAS has endorsed it to lead the
EU.
Yes. And so I don't think it's a surprising thing. We have done it before and back again. So I think it's not. But you see, I have problem with African leaders. I have problem with African leaders.
Why? Is it because
a person like Ouattara, or what is it name? Ayasa Ouattara. You see, and then look at this woman at Tanzania. What the woman is doing. So you see, if you want to talk
what's the woman doing? What's the woman doing?
You see, this woman, how can you? I mean, disqualify everybody who alone is good for. How are you running this election? You understand? So Africa will have a lot of problems. So just as John Dramani Mahama leading the African Union, we expect him so much. You see, we can't have people. You cannot do the thing. You don't give way for others to do. And when people are talking, you see, African democracy is not working at all. It is only in Ghana that we are somehow better in the, doing this democracy. Other places, in fact, democracy is not working at all. Our neighbor in Togo, look at what Yandema is doing.
Right.
You understand? It doesn't make sense. So they should make sure that the union
let's even talk about Bolivia.
You understand?
92. Is it 92?
Yes,
92 years.
You see, we shouldn't use the African Union only to give way for trading. No, we should be able to make sure that democracy stay in Africa. You understand? People want to come
to manage their affairs.
Yeah. So give way to people to practice the democracy, contest with elections, and let the institutions work freely. But what Africa we are doing, in fact, it's a mockery. And some of them too, you see, the reason is that they are being, I don't know what to say, is it bribe or what? You see, because what Benin is doing, it is this France who colonize you, you are not going anywhere. Now you have yourself to, colonize yourself, and you are giving yourself to allow people to exert their frenzy decision on the citizens. So what is going around other countries? Let's make sure that we sit and tell ourselves, look, we have agreed that we want to practice democracy. We are practicing democracy. If you want to be everlasting, go and instill or instill yourself.
Yeah.
Don't come to democracy.
The monarch.
And so when you are, what is the name? When you want to be a president, make sure that when your term ends, you go. What is the name? Rarangwabo. Because what he was doing, but you see, this man has come to totally disappoint me. So JM should make sure that he's able to psych the mindset of his colleagues.
When given the note.
Yeah, he has been given the note already. So he should be able to psych their mindset. Tell them that look, we are practicing democracy. Let's all of us give way for democracy to flourish.
So we should stop the autocratic type of
yes.
As if democracy, but as if autocratic governance. Yes, Gavaru.
Thank you so much. You see, Africa currently, Ghana is the hope. Currently, as my brother rightly said, it's only Ghana that we are practicing a very cool democracy.
Yes.
And you can't.
Then you have to stop. We have to stop snatching ballot boxes.
Gradually, we'll get there. But currently, Africa, Ghana is the only hope. And JM, the man John Dramani Mama, is the only hope. But he's the only person who can look at your face and tell you the truth. That this, and that is wrong. Do this and do
the second
that.
coming.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So currently, they have no choice than to endorse His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to lead them. And we know the man JM will ensure that Africa, the African continent, becomes the most attractive continent in the world. Because during his inauguration, he was able to invite Burkina Faso's man.
No, I don't want to say Ibrahim Traoré.
Yes, was here.
Yes. He came. So, I don't want to say he's my mentor in a way, because the guy is doing marvelously well.
He's doing very well, but where the path he has taken may not be right. So JM will ensure that everybody or any leader, any African leader who is going wayward, will be brought back on track to ensure that Africa becomes the most attractive continent. And I know he will not fail them. JM cannot fail us. So let's give him the support.
That's okay. We're checking out. But before we go, let us have this one. In a funny way, to park or that's the numbers. You know, it was interesting that they had a very nice film. What do you say? I don't think there's going to be any problem. Somebody was, I was on social media yesterday and was begging for money.
Begging for money?
Begging for money. No, they needed about 20 billion.
So they had targets.
They had targets. Wow. So it was interesting anyway. But
I have not followed it
very well.
That Abusapini
to park.
I think this but what I will see, I was hurts me so much news on social media. I thought it was the usual thing that people have been killing him.
You know.
Fortunately, it came to reality. No man can do anything with it. So that Lumba still remain our number one in the music industry. And for me, apart from reggae, if you come to highlight, I think that Lumba is the gospel music. Orthodox is the number one. And so try to muddy the place or try to block the film that Lumba's film will get. Unfortunately, it couldn't work. People came from all of this continent. I saw in social media people DJ whatever. DJ Key what he was there. Nana what. They all came. Atta. They all came. And Nana Chapo came. A lot of people came.
Yes.
So you see,
they even performed.
Yeah. So in fact, they wanted to destroy the funeral. Unfortunately, they didn't get the.
Yes.
We just have to thank God that the funeral was successful.
Destroy the man's legacy. In fact, when
yes.
you are living,
I believe in legacy.
Yes. How can your brother's death becomes after his death? It doesn't make sense. Then the Papa she is everywhere.
Oh no, for excuse me to use my language. Papa she, no, but who is Papa she? He's not a family member.
He's not a family
You know, they are saying the spokesperson
Papa she is everywhere. Defending the sisters. So now I felt that they also have their own. No.
That guy.
No. This is the old Papa she.
It was a musician. And now I'm no, let me say this. DHAU TV right here in the Bono East regional capital, Chiman, located at Shumia, to be precise. God willing, tomorrow we go